your cash, your house, your phone, your life, your cash, your house, your life. We want your soul.
It really is a time when all of us have got to start talking louder than ever.
The engineered implosion of the economy.
The rapid speed of, if you like, globalization.
And now they're going to leave us holding the entire bag, not to bail them out, but to get us into greater debt.
This manipulation now, quite blatant, of the financial markets is taking us in that direction of a world government, world army, world central bank, world currency, world microchip population.
Take credit, take insurance, take a loan, get a job, get a pension, get a haircut, get a suit.
The important thing is to know where they want to take us.
They have to destroy the dollar, destroy the pound, destroy the old order, while they've been building the new world order, this technological enslavement system.
The FBI is taking on $1 billion project to gather fingerprints, palm patterns, even digital pictures of faces. Eventually, it could expand to include iris patterns, face shape patterns, scars, even information about how you walk and talk. It's called biometrics.
Hi, this is Joe Biden. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that. Mark my words. New world order.
This is the agenda I have set before my fellow prisoners.
Even the Albuquerque Examiner has the headline, Rahm Emanuel wants compulsory service for your kids.
Our first speaker is Congressman Rahm Emanuel.
Compulsory then? Well, you have to, in a sense, it's required of everybody, 18 to 25, 3 months, and at some point at that point you do it.
That's on the Obama website now.
We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well funded.
It says your kids are going to have to go serve the government. Youth brigades, tattletale squads. I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
You will always have a special place in my heart and in the New World Order.
I'm getting presents in the New World Order!
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can live each other. Yes, we can live each other. Yes, we can live each other. Yes, we can live each other.
I think after 9/11, my friends, instead of telling people to go shopping or take a trip, we should have told Americans to join the Peace Corps, AmeriCorps, the military, expand our volunteers.
If it's bad now, what is it going to be like for our children and our grandchildren? They're going to have to live most of their lives in this Orwellian nightmare that is moving so fast.
They're not even going to live, David. They're not even going to live. In fact, you've written about this before I was even on the scene, but I want you to get into the population plan. Open UN biological diversity assessments. Open government plans, PDDs, State Department Memorandum 200, the Royal Commission on Population. World government is only a means to an end. They want to also create World War III, global conflict, to create the fear. They unfreeze societies with crisis and fear because societies are normally rigid. People like the status quo. But they say it's a danger because they, when things are unfrozen, can mold things the way they want, but also the resistance can mold things. And so this is that window, the enemy's window, our window. That's why all of you have got to shine brighter than ever.
We've got to get to the point now where we say, what the heck are we going to do about it? And we have to stop being divided and ruled by the fault lines of religion and class and income bracket and culture and country. We've got to start getting organized. And what we need is to stop cooperating with our own enslavement. We really got to start moving from just understanding more about the game and the situation we face to doing something about it.
Start a blog, call into a talk show, go to a city council, say no. I mean, I'm not saying climb up a pole at night and beat a camera up with a baseball bat. I'm not saying go up on a corporate billboard and spray paint Infowars.com or DavidIke.com. I'm not saying go that far like the founding fathers would have, David.
Got to start doing this. Otherwise, we're just going to complain and moan and basically watch the prison being built. And more knowing it's being built and understanding how it's built, but actually still not intervening in the process of it being built.
Here's a quick example. I remember like 8 years ago, it was in Louisiana, big 5A school, and they just said you've all got to wear ID badges around your neck. And one girl said no, they expelled her, and then about 20 said no, they expelled them, and then like half the school said no, and they expelled all of them, and then they had to back off and remove it. And that's an example right there of saying no, no, no.
But we have to unite, and we have to take a deep breath, and we have to stop being frightened of authority and realize that in the end, it's frightened of us.
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
Well, they're scared to death of us. I mean, look at how the system is trying to chill demonstrations, protests, trying to intimidate. But now everybody can see that we're being looted, that the Treasury's being robbed, that trillions in debt's being piled on all our names, and it's an illegitimate, fraudulent debt, and there's no discussion in the corporate media of any of these criminals even being investigated or going to jail.
Once people start to see the dots connected, this apparently bewildering, confused, impossible to fathom
Makes
world
total sense.
starts to make sense. No more excuses. There's no more excuses. Look in the eyes of your children and grandchildren and tell them your excuses. We now have to get seriously active and organize this non-cooperation with this system. Because if we don't cooperate, it can't function.
Gonna win, yeah, we're taking over. Come on!
What have we contributed today to bringing an end to this enormously quickening move now to this Orwellian state, and what have we done to inform more people of what's going on?
This is the time, folks. This is the window for the enemy and for humanity. This is it, and it's only going to intensify for the next decade, and then that's going to decide the future destiny of humanity. We are at the crossroads.
The time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, by all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working.